What's up, Taiwan? Good morning. I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. The world is watching as Russia continues its assault on Ukraine. We are now entering day 7 following the start of its full-scale invasion of the country last Thursday. To learn more about what the struggle means, Rick Glaert spoke to Bruno Leite of think tank the German Marshall Fund in Brussels. He began by asking what would make Vladimir Putin rethink the invasion.
Well, there's no denying that things are going terribly wrong right now for Vladimir Putin. I don't think that Russia was prepared for what is happening right now. I mean, we see that the Ukrainians are fighting ferociously, and actually Russia is suffering major losses in Ukraine. That's number one. Number two, I don't think that Russia expected the level of unity in the European Union and transatlantically or even globally. Pushing back on Russia economically. So things are not looking very well right now from a Moscow perspective.
What is Putin's next move, do you think?
Well, first of all, I think that the key goal of the Russian military campaign here is Kiev. And again, I'm afraid that Russia will not stop until Kiev has fallen. So this could really become an ugly campaign if indeed Russia will pursue its goal. It is pretty unclear, what Putin's next step could be. The Russian president, Russia now is fairly isolated. It is suffering not only military losses in Ukraine, it's also suffering a major attack on its economy. So really here, I think the options for Vladimir Putin are pretty limited.
What message do you think the global response to the Ukraine crisis sends to a country like Taiwan that might find itself in a similar situation?
Well, I think that the autocracies in the world are closely watching how democracies are reacting to this conflict. I think that the level of unity that we have seen from the West and the cooperation with global democracies is sending a very strong signal to autocracies. Democracies are not that unorganized as we thought. Democracies have apparently more resilience than we thought.
And what about the relationship between China and Russia? Does Russia still have China as an important ally?
We saw that China is not blocking Russia, but what we haven't seen but China has not been helping Russia either. It's actually abstaining itself. It's remaining neutral in a way. So this for me was actually interesting to see that after years and years of trumpeting Chinese-Russian friendship, how that Chinese-Russian friendship is quickly collapsing. I think this is a major consequence of the Ukraine conflict as well.
Taiwan is joining global efforts to provide humanitarian relief to Ukraine. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Taiwan began using the slogan, "Taiwan can help," to underscore its willingness to share supplies and expertise with countries in need. Now, as another crisis unfolds in Ukraine, Taiwan is mobilizing to show once more that there is more to this slogan than just words.
Across Taiwan this week, solidarity with a fellow democracy threatened by a big neighbor. From Taipei in the north to Kaohsiung in the south, the blue and yellow of the Ukrainian flag were on display, both on landmark buildings and at big public events. But Taiwan knows that mere moral support won't be enough to stop the suffering of Ukrainians caught up in the crisis that's engulfed their country. So Taiwan's government and ordinary Taiwanese people are mobilizing to help.
国际需要台湾，台湾伸出援手。那台湾如果需要国际帮忙，我相信有一天国际也会对台湾伸出援手。
Deputy Legislative Speaker Tsai Chi-chang says that thanks to contributions from Taiwanese corporations, he's already raised more than $500,000 for Ukrainian refugees in Poland. The donation was announced under the theme Taiwan Can Help. An online platform is also collecting donations for the Ukrainian government and Ukrainian organizations that need support. It's not just cash either. The Foreign Ministry says that Taiwan has shipped out 27 tons of medicine and medical equipment destined for Ukrainians in need.
我们非常乐意能够发挥台湾能够帮忙 Taiwan can help 这样的一个精神。
Aside from helping the victims, Taiwan is also targeting Ukraine's Russian invaders. Taiwanese semiconductor giant TSMC has announced that it will stop selling semiconductors to Russia. And Taiwan's government will impose sanctions on Russia. It is joining other nations in blocking some Russian banks from the international SWIFT payment system. The economics minister also says Taiwan will inspect shipments to Russia for goods or technologies that could have military applications. She said this is in line with an international export control agreement called the Wassenaar Arrangement.
这个瓦森纳协议的品项呢，那我们现在会严审哈。那国内的厂商，包括大家关心的这个半导体业。
The overall impact of these moves may not be great, as trade between Taiwan and Russia is limited. But President Tsai says that democracies must always stand together.
不论面对怎样的挑战，民主是我们唯一的选项。 团结是我们唯一的方法。
Taiwanese officials are eager to assert Taiwan's place as a responsible member of the international community. And they also hope to show that when a crisis hits, Taiwan, in its own way, can help. Chris Ma and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
In Taiwan, some respite finally from the rainfall that has given the country one of the wettest starts to the year. But the unusual weather is continuing with a cold front at a time when spring should be on its way. To learn more, TaiwanPlus's reporter Bing Wang spoke to the Central Weather Bureau's Chen Mengshi. He started by asking her why Taiwan's weather has been so erratic.
那更特别的是，在冬天其实中南部不太下雨的，可是在过去这一个礼拜，我们的中南部地区也是一直持续性的下雨，大概下了1个礼拜左右的情况。那所以的确这一波天气在整个冬季来讲是比较不寻常的。过去如果去看这个长期的资料的话，今年的状况的确是比较特别一点。那我们去统计过去的这个资料哦，就是下雨这种雨日比较多的情形，大概是30年以来，近30年以来第2多的这个降雨的状况。那仅次于2016年啊，那但是更明显的，大家感受更深刻的应该是日照时数很少，就是太阳露脸的时间其实并不长。那如果去统计北部跟东北部的这个日照时数来看的话，其实它是70年以来最少的一年，那甚至于不到我们气候平均的40%左右。所以其实大家感受上就是这种比较湿冷的天气，因为都阴霾嘛，然后云都没有开，太阳都没有出来。
Has climate change played an impact on Taiwan?
我们去分析它长期以来的变化，当然有这种跟全球一样都有这个增暖的趋势。可是如果我们从下雨、降雨的日数来看，其实一整年的统计下来，每一年的降雨日数是有这种减少的情况。那如果再进一步去看所谓每年高温的日数啊、寒流的日数啊，类似这种比较极端天气的事件来看的话，那高温日数是有上升的趋势。那寒流的日数当然随着全球暖化，寒流日数是有减少的，可是不代表未来就不会有寒流。那因为它可能是频率比较少，次数比较少，但是如果来的话，也许它的强度或是那个降温的幅度其实是会比较大一点的状况。
The new Taipei City Wanjingshi Marathon is celebrating its 20th year with a special exhibition. At City Hall in Banqiao, visitors can have a go at a mini version of the iconic race route which winds its way along Taiwan's northeast coast. New Taipei City Mayor Hou You-yi opened the exhibition, which also features a Hall of Fame of past competitors. The marathon is the first and only race in Taiwan to gain a silver label from World Athletics, the international governing body for athletics and running events. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I'm Erika Liu. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with footage of super cute pandas at the Taipei Zoo that are on a diet to lose weight. Have a great day. Take care and see you next time.